Rings. We back. Live and direct. MRH off MRH Gifting Services. We got the heavy bag. Heave and haul. Push and pull. Cracking on. Today's short story and lesson. We're moving about 400 pounds, and after about 10-15 minutes, it gets to be about 550 pounds of cubic actual weight move. And this is in a variation of ratio of how the weights move. So we're going to chop it up right here. Full squatters position. Right back in. And this segment we call At Least He Can Move to Say by himself. Now what we mean by that is this 400 pound, y'all done see at 5. The safe normally comes in at about 300 pounds, as you very well know. Stack it, fill it with money. And it's going to weigh, if it ain't all changed, at least 400 pounds. This is called At Least He Can Move to Say. Now, for most people, I mean, what do you mean he can move to say? What's he going to do? What we mean by move to safe is, in a lot of areas of concern, where money is the issue, you need this type of security, these type of guarantees. At least he can move to safe. Now, in this respect, it's about 400. It's a money bag. It moves about 10 times, 10 different ways in the dextro, nucleic acid ways. So if you've seen the breakdown of DNA and the strands, how it kind of rotates 180 degrees in a 360-degree cylinder, that's what we're doing. We're just building DNA. At least he can move to say. Because the honeys want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to be getting into when I'm dating MC Rashid as my camera? They want to know. At least he can move to say. Now, we all understand the verbal wordage that is presented as being productive. Now, this is power clean, heavy bag, weightlifting, healthcare, the initiative. Along with the initiative, we also have the wordplay variation. So we ain't gonna leave nobody out because the honeys want to know. What type of brother is he? What's he gonna do? At least I can move the safe by myself. Now we going somewhere with it because it's heavy. But if you can move the safe, it also allows the word variation, connotation, abbreviation, enunciation, pronunciation, adjective, predicate, noun, verb, and a semicolon. To say, at least you can move the safe, but the lift itself is safe. So we've been here before. We understand the wordplay, the jargon, the infinite instruments of the yang. Long distance, heavy bag weightlifting, full commentary, cardiovascular, breath technique, breaking it down, live and direct, ENF. That's right, no good. And giving you the answers that you've been looking for in your woman's lib, your dexterities of your right and left side fully activated. And we got the mask. So while we're breaking it down, sufficiently orchestrating pure unadulterated gang, not to mention, this is the truth. At least he can move the safe. Now we know what type of securities ladies be looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I holler at a girl, I say, what's up, man? So now, chocolate's better to eat than maintain. So I'm lifting this heavy bag, displaying this guy. I got a passion, a right, and a feeling for ways. I can talk and walk, but it's hard to play. So I dress you, so you walk this way. So we going through our pre-meds. I said, this is warm-ups. This is just warm-ups. We got the mask on, can barely breathe, but we still giving it to you. So I ain't too claustrophobic, but these are skill sets to get you right. So we're chilling answering various questions and shit, you know, how girls do it. You know, because a girl thinks she you. You know what I'm saying? Well, like, I'm here. You want to be with me? Get to see we're here, right? Right? So, they're running checks and shit. Where you going? So, I'm in the garage. You know what I'm saying? On stain lifters. You know what I'm saying? We got the sodium chloride nitrate nucleus with a little bit of water and some detergent on the carpet. Bag soaked down. So we get the right type of sweat we want on this bag. Our chemical dependencies. We're cool enough to drink a brew after we work out. But we advise you sip some tea, peppermint, though may it be. Now the raspberry is off the hook. It's on sale right now. And you know, watching this lift will just make you thirsty anyway. So we want you to hunger again. You know what I'm saying? What we doing right here is our bidding. You know what I'm saying? This is the lead way to the vaccine. So when you see two things work together for the betterment of the cinematography, through the life autobiography or story, in fact, we coming for Bag. So Bag says she won't be me. We ain't tripping. But you know, I ain't gonna ask no questions. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the game go. So Babe ain't quite needed, or she would be feeling this. So we have to clarify. You know what I'm saying? Clarify, verify, and then enunciate. So we got the heavy bag lift going. Full DNA, 180-degree spins in a 360-degree circumference. Came out left and right at 720 degrees or not. Sodium chloride nitrate nuclide. But Babe asked the question. You know what I'm saying? She want to be down with it. You know, I'm with it, but I really ain't with it. I don't know what he really talking about. So, when you get to the confounded roles, where you don't know what to say or what to do, at least he can move to safe. So we moving to safe right now. You know what I'm saying? 400 pounds. Filled with money. 500 pounds. You know what I'm saying? $100 weight. By myself. Just to move into the crib. But we know how that goes. How that flows. Babe just asked a question. She asked concerning what this is about right here. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just a mask, you know. Okay. So, you know, full squat. You know, you gotta be all the way down. You know, like you taking that flip. Full squat. You gotta be on your toes. You know what I'm saying? Then power up to get her done. So we taking them through. New lifts, new stands, picked up a new carpet. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it harder. Because it could be tile. I could have just got some ceramic tile. You know, just laced it with a coat of wax. It'd been cool. Shit would have been sliding like hardwood and brand new socks. So the carpet makes it harder. It's a indoor-outdoor carpet material. We just drained it out with the salt, sodium chloride nitrate, water dissolved in a pinch of some detergent. Power clean. Now we have this in motion working. It's all on the bag, but the carpet itself is a rough, rugged outdoor carpet. Again, we on stain cleaners in the garage. That oil spill, stain cleaner removal, paint cleaner removal. You know, working it out. We're just, you know what I'm saying, we're just going through our justification. Stain cleaner, paint cleaner. But we still just pulling full hand on and getting it done. So, to answer your question, you know, what's it for, what's it about, how we getting down, and it all. So probably who can move the same. You know, she wasn't looking for too much, but to be moving the same every day. It's something different. Now, I know she's gonna think of it as hard hustle. But you see me, Right here, it's the truth. It's the real thing. It's a move to say. Do the move to say. So we secure our funding and trust. PowerPoint presentation, short story, monologue, long distance marathon, weightlifting. And it's just to get through. Something to do for the day. We ain't too lazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's enough to get right. It's enough to act right. Now we know y'all are some naysayers in the game. You know what I'm saying? Some contestants. Because you ain't here. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the background, talking about it, discussing things, working it out. Q&A. So it's a solo shot. A move to say. Now collectively in banking and trust. Here, this way is fully legit. This is the DNA pictorial dictation of it all. So we ain't gonna try to be a subscriber to those who just don't have that rule of thumb. When you in the game, you just having fun and you getting it done. This is the major part of where success becomes successful. Not that I can explain, but babe asked the question. So it wasn't the demeanor to dog, ridicule, or excuse, or be the mitigating factor of understanding this. When babe asked the question, what's it for? What's it about? So when it's explained, and you have to hold your countenance in order because you made your decisions, your primaries, your mids, and then your finals. You can't really come back to this because it's the truth. So we don't find ourselves being at a demise opportunity. Now this is perfect for the crib when we have to apply a PowerPoint presentation. Just the garage and some stain lifters. Garage and some pain lifters. Strap handle brakes, 400 or 500 pounds, going a long distance. And that's just what it is. So, as we go through the pain lifters and the stain lifter, just a brother who can move the safe. Now, this is all steel weights in here. A tad bit of concrete for some 10 pounders, some 7.5 pounders, but pretty much all gold weights. This is the move to say, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Because there might be enough room after 10 to 15 minutes to get the other say. So, because it's legit, we have to accumulate and account for, safe about 3.5 feet tall, filled with cheese. Get into the dialect, the role play, of the gang in it, and let's go. Brother Kamu to say, on 10, let's go. So, when you get to the bank with the PowerPoint presentation, this is legit. This is DNA, dextronucleic acid, twist, grind, heat, and hoe, fully exercised. See, we ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it really be getting done. Right here. So this is the gym when you coming up. You just ensure you coming up. You get that weight bench and that bar and the plastic weights with concrete in it. And you be in the garage with the weight. Trying to get nice. Trying to get small. So we got you a safe point. And at least lift and move enough weight so you can move it safe. That way baby's safe. I'm safe. The healthcare is safe. The power clean is safe. To holler at honeys is safe. Knocking skills is safe. When all you can eat is power clean. Nah, man. It's safe. So, getting this program is important. We didn't dealt with it. You want to look at it as the circuit. Comical comedy, that's cool. If you want to look at it as the real deal, what's up, man? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We could be on Venice lifting weights, pushing 400 in the gazebo. Or we could be in South Beach tomorrow, catch a flight in the gazebo, pumping weights. They could be on her handheld cam live. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. What you talking about? Because it's game time. At least be nice enough to move it damn safe. So when it all comes out and about, there's some truth to it. I mean, it's easy to talk shit, you know, have your basic securities that will allow you to become who you are. You know, QJ, you know, love of your life, you know, the foundation, the rock, all that shit. But this type bag asks a question. So she got the real deal. She got a real response. Full dextronucleic twist and grind from the gut like this. How you see, holding the reins. You gotta be holding on to the thin strap break. You got to go through it because it's therapy for hypnosis. Like you see how the bag moves, it sways like hypnosis moves. So when your hypnosis is power clean, when your therapy is power clean, and you're really moving some weight, when your judgment is at least you can move the safe, but it means you're pretty much safe within your own consistencies of healthcare, you'll have values that will be instilled. Those values we've already talked about and addressed in the other segments, just as far as stage preparation. On stage, you know, I might be this. But we took a few breaks and came back to it to have the understanding of being realistic. I know what it could be like at 700 and a heavy bag. 700 and a heavy bag, you might only get 5 good marathons out of it before the strap on the brakes from the pressure it can handle. At 700, at 500, I think we only had 10 or 11 good rounds. That was over a half hour or so. Just lifting the weights. Now it is all uphill, as you can tell. This is a full squat and then straight back into lifting and flipping. So when you go through the hypnosis side of it, and you're doing your thing, you have to have understanding. That's what that is. So a babe asks a question. and she needs an answer. Now, she can hear it from anyone else because she's susceptible to the gang. But when you find me in the stain lifters and in the pain lifters, there will be policy and due process. That means, if you're nice and just can lift like that, then you can't. We're not bragging on that. We're just clarifying a few questions that was asked. So, you find that the policy, and this is start light. Sunshine, beautiful, start light. Off 100 pounds or the regular bag weight. See how I feel? Get tired from just doing the regular bag weight before you decide to pump any weight in. Policy. Start light and build up. Build your strength. That's what that's about here. If you're asking, if you think 75 pounds, how the bag comes in the box, don't worry about it. Take a little bit out and start light. Be a 50 pounder and get nice. But this is so there's policy set for start light. Now for the other intermediates that are slow and look this way, like you can lift this much, but you would be nice at 1 or 2 or 3. Call it a day. Don't change your routine for that. What I did is what I presented the marathon long distance heavy bag weightlifting. This changed the DNA from sprinter and fast to long distance and fast, or marathon and fast. So this works on the cardiovascular. This works on your mid-range. This works on your start. And it works on your finish. Anything that you do. This is why we keep the commentary going, or as effective as can be. Say anything. Do anything if you can keep that breath technique going. But if you can be knowledgeable, be knowledgeable. But if you can carry your tune, carry your tune. I can see you talking me, girl, 1,000 years at a time. Even if you pose for people, girl, I can make you high. I could see you. I could see you. Yeah, I could see you. I could see you. I could see you jocking me, girl, 1,000 years at a time. Even if I post the paper, girl, and make you mine. So we want to be able to carry those notes, those harmonies, those tunes when you're coming into, the end of the set. So it's not a big deal to struggle when you get nice. It'll allow you something to do. Like what's good for me is I can still drop down and go back to 300 and be feathered with it. So you see how the bag flips here? At 300, the bag will come off the ground. The whole set. Flip like that. So I'll be able to go back down to 405, 450, and drop down to 375. And it'll be featherweight. Long distance. And it's just to touch up in areas. It's very good if you're a big person, but did all the right things to keep the weight off and to be successful. Like this, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? The therapy, the hypnosis, the doctoring. It's not a bad decision to have that understanding when the question is asked and you require an answer. So we don't want to confuse beautiful, pretty, sexy, gorgeous, immaculate, fantastic back. And spot to my master came on. We're gonna put the mask back on. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, we had a half hour. We gave y'all 20 minutes before we just asked y'all an extra 10. With no weight being put in, how we do sometimes. So, we'd like to thank you for viewing today. This is MRH off MRH Get Your Services. This is at least you can move the safe. All the pretty girls. Y'all know the rules. No disrespect. In disclosure, we are no fault, no debt, no guilt, no problems, no lies, no injuries. Supported, insured, privately, in trust, company. I'm MRH of MRH Gifted Services. Let me get on. Yeah, what's up, babe?